Hi everyone, thanks for joining. We're going to get started in just a minute. Okay, hi everyone and welcome. Thanks for joining our webinar today, which is SkyDoc Features and Functionalities. If you're new here, hi, I'm Tina, and we conduct these webinars every month. I'm the marketing manager for Twarna, and I handle core marketing activities such as increasing brand awareness, promotional campaigns, developing collateral lead generation. In today's webinar, we are going to be talking about SkyDoc, which is a complete document management solution built on the NetSuite platform. Now, if you've been using NetSuite's file cabinet to store your important documents and files, I'm sure you've run into numerous issues and frustrations, which is probably why you're here. SkyDoc has been designed to overcome many of these challenges and open up NetSuite storage and collaboration to users in a way that has not been possible before. We'll be exploring all these features in a hands-on demo during the course of this webinar. A note to our audience, if you have any questions that come up, please do post them in the chat window and we'll be addressing them as we go. We also have time towards the end to answer any questions. Now, we conduct these webinars every month, like I said, and if you would like to catch up on any of our past sessions, please do head on over to our website and to the webinars archive page that you can see in front of you. Moving on, a brief overview of Twarna. We started out consulting in NetSuite and Salesforce and have since evolved to provide support, managed services, and integration services for NetSuite and Salesforce clients. We will also design and build solutions for the NetSuite platform with the intent of extending its functionalities. Our suite apps that you can see in front of you cover a wide range of industries and address every business need. Should you like to look them up, please go to suiteapp.com and use the search term Twarna. Okay, our panelist for today is Shravanti. Shravanti is our product development manager and she oversees the lifecycle management of our suite apps while also handling team coordination and stakeholder management. Hey, Shravanti.
Hi, hello everyone.
Shravanti, what is SkyDoc and what is the problem that we're trying to solve with the suite app?
SkyDoc is a suite app developed by Twarna. It is a document management app designed to address the challenges associated with document handling, storage, and collaboration within the NetSuite ecosystem. The problem SkyDoc aims to solve is the inefficiency and complexity often encountered when managing documents in NetSuite. Traditional document management processes within NetSuite can be time consuming and prone to errors. Challenges include difficulties in organizing, searching, and sharing documents, as well as maintaining version control. So, with SkyDoc, businesses can streamline their document management processes by providing a centralized platform which seamlessly integrates with NetSuite for document storage, organization, and collaboration. The Suite app enhances efficiency and productivity by offering features such as document storage and categorization, which is SkyDoc provides a structured repository for storing documents within NetSuite, allowing users to organize files into folders and subfolders and also tag them as different categories or labels. SkyDoc offers version management functionality, ensuring that users have access to the most up-to-date version of a document and can also track changes made over time. Users can easily share documents with internal and external stakeholders, facilitating collaboration through secure document access and permission controls. SkyDoc enables the automation of document-related workflows, such as document approvals, review processes, and task assignments, streamlining business processes. It provides granular access controls, allowing administrators to define user permissions for viewing, editing, and sharing documents. With SkyDoc in place, your files will be stored on Amazon's AWS, which is much cheaper.
Okay, can you talk about some issues with NetSuite's file cabinet storage? I'm sure a lot of our users have come across many of these issues.
Sure. So while NetSuite's file cabinet offers several benefits for document management, there are a few potential disadvantages worth considering. So the first one is storage limitations. NetSuite imposes storage limits on the file cabinet based on your subscription level. If you have a large volume of documents or frequently upload large files, you may encounter storage constraints and need to manage space effectively or incur higher costs from NetSuite. NetSuite has file size restrictions for uploads to the file cabinet. So if you work frequently with, again, large files such as high resolution images or videos, you may need to compress or resize them before uploading. Storing a large number of files in file cabinet can potentially impact system performance. It may slow down processes like searching, retrieving, or uploading files, particularly if there are complex folder structures involved. Another one is NetSuite's file cabinet provides basic document management functionality, but it lacks advanced features found in dedicated document management systems. For example, advanced version control, automated workflows, etc. Another one to talk about is if you're using file cabinet, you are tied to the NetSuite platform. So if you decide to transition to a different enterprise resource planning and ERP system, different from NetSuite or any other document management solution in the future, migrating files can be challenging and time consuming.
Okay, so SkyDoc sounds like a good solution, but our audience might be wondering: are documents confidential and is it secure?
Sure. So the security of confidential documents is a critical aspect of any document management solution, including SkyDoc. Since files are stored on AWS, as I mentioned before, all SkyDoc files are safe and secure. The scalability and flexibility of storage through AWS is a valuable advantage. And with a pay-as-you-go pricing and no commitments or limits in storage size, organizations can easily scale their document storage according to their needs without worrying about capacity constraints. These features contribute to a seamless experience for users, ensuring that they can securely store and manage their documents while enjoying the benefits of scalability and reliability.
Thanks, Shravanti. Now let's talk about all the other features that we wanted to cover in today's webinar.
Yep. So in today's webinar, we'll cover some great features of SkyDoc. The first one is SkyDoc folders. Right. So SkyDoc allows users to create folders and subfolders and also tag them to organize their documents in a hierarchical structure. This helps users maintain a logical and structured arrangement of their files. Permissions-wise, SkyDoc provides granular control over folder permissions, allowing administrators to define who can access and perform actions on specific folders. Permissions can be set at the folder level, granting different levels of access to different users or user groups. For example, you can assign read-only access to some users while giving full editing rights to others on the documents in that folder. This ensures that only authorized individuals or groups can access and work with the documents within specific folders. Now, talking about sharing and collaboration, SkyDoc offers collaboration features that enable users to share folders with internal and external stakeholders without giving them access to NetSuite and thus consuming a NetSuite license. So users can invite specific individuals or groups to access and collaborate on the contents of a folder, allowing for easy sharing and teamwork. Administrators can control the level of access granted to each user or group, ensuring that confidential or sensitive documents are shared securely. We also have permission inheritance, where SkyDoc supports the inheritance, which means that permissions assigned at the folder level can propagate to subfolders and the documents contained within them. This simplifies the management of permissions, as changes made at the parent folder level can automatically apply to subfolders and documents within the hierarchy. By leveraging folders and permissions in SkyDoc, organizations can establish a structured document management system while ensuring that access to documents is controlled and restricted to the appropriate individuals or groups. This helps maintain document security, confidentiality, and compliance with data access policies. The specific folder and permission settings in Twerna SkyDoc may be further customizable based on the needs of the organization. There are other features also worth considering, which is filters, where you can filter out the documents based on folders. So I'm going to walk you through all of these features in a demo that I'm going to do shortly, but let me brief you about them really quickly. So the second one is versioning. SkyDoc supports version control, allowing users to maintain multiple versions of a document. This feature enables users to track changes, revert to the previous versions, and ensure document history is preserved. The split screen view allows users to view the NetSuite record and the selected SkyDoc document side by side. Next one is move, copy, or delete files, where users can move or copy files between records or even delete a file if they have permissions to do so. Users can add notes and comments to documents, facilitating collaboration and providing additional context or instructions related to the document. SkyDoc enables users to attach files to records within NetSuite, associating relevant documents with specific records such as transactions, customers, or projects. This ensures that important documents are easily accessible within the context of related records. New folder. Users can create new folders and assign permissions. And the next one is document approval. SkyDoc has document approval workflows that enable users to route documents for review and approval. This feature streamlines the approval process, ensures compliance, and tracks the status of document approvals. And transaction files, you can always view the files that are related to the record that you are currently on, even if the record is not directly attached to the SkyDoc tab of that particular record. Checkout. SkyDoc's checkout feature allows users to check out a document, temporarily locking it for exclusive editing. This prevents conflicts and ensures that only one user can modify the document at a time. SkyDoc also offers QR code generation for documents, allowing external users to scan the QR code on their mobile phone to quickly upload associated documents. It also provides the option to authorized external parties, such as customers or vendors, to securely access a unique URL sent to their email and upload relevant documents. Next one is gallery view. This feature provides a visual representation of documents, allowing users to browse and preview files in a visually appealing manner. One can easily search for specific files using the search functionality. We could also attach files on expense reports and vendor bill lines. which makes it easy to look for information. SkyDoc files can also be sent as email attachments, just like you would do with NetSuite. So this covers the high-level features of SkyDoc.
Okay, thanks, Shravanti. Can we now explore all these features in a demo?
Sure.
Oh, but before we move on to that, I have a couple of poll questions that I'm going to post on the screen. And this shouldn't take more than 10 seconds of your time. So you should see the first one pop up right now. Okay, you should see it on your screen. And I'm also going to post the second one. You should see it now. All right, thank you. Now, without any further ado, Shravanti, please take us through the demo.
Okay, so let me start by sharing my screen. Okay, so do you see my screen now?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So we'll go through each of the features we discussed. So the first one we talked about was SkyDoc folders, right? So I just logged into NetSuite. I'm going to show you how SkyDoc folders can be created and how permissions can be set up. So for that, I would just go to Documents, SkyDoc folders, and folder list. And here, this shows the list of folders already existing in this account. All I have to do is new SkyDoc folders. Just hit that. And you get to create a new folder. So I'm just going to call it Demo 2. And if you want it to be a subfolder of an existing folder, you can always choose the parent folder. So this is how hierarchy can be created. Then you have access to folder, where you can choose specific individuals who should have access to this folder, or you can always say access to all employees, which would be open for all the employees in NetSuite system. Or if you have a dynamic list of users, you could always create a saved search based on the conditions, and then just refer to the saved search in here. So access will be provided to the users who come up in that saved search. Public is when you want to open this folder up for external access, where you would maybe want your vendors to drop a file in that folder. You would create that file and mark it as public and send that link to the vendor. I'll show you how. And once that is done, they'll be able to upload files to the folder you share with them. So for now, I'm just going to create a simple one and just say save. And yeah, that's how simple it is. The other one is SkyDoc files category. This is the file tagging I was talking about, in case you want to tag a file to a specific category, or it's like labeling a file. So all you have to do is click in here and create a tab. Like this. That's it. And so let's go to the actual SkyDoc subtab. So let me just pick a record. I'm going to pick an employee record. And you would see SkyDoc as a subtab in here. So this is how seamlessly it is integrated with NetSuite. You don't have to go outside of your NetSuite screen to access the features of SkyDoc. So if you just click in here, everything related to SkyDoc shows up in here. You can see it really blends well with your existing NetSuite theme. So it doesn't appear as if it's an external entity. Okay, so this is how I would do it. And all I have to do to add files to SkyDoc is drop that file in this section here. So I would have to choose a folder to drop it in. So this seems like the default folder, or if I want, I could always change it and simply come in here and drop a file. That's it. And you would see that file appear in the SkyDoc list towards the right. So if you do not want to have a user have the ability to drop files or add files to SkyDoc, you could take that permission away. So they will not be able to see this upload section. All they would see is the SkyDoc section on the right here, where they can just view the existing files, but not add any additional files. So since I'm the administrator, I have the ability to do this. And so let's go one by one. This is the filter option where you can filter by the folders, and you can look at the documents in a specific folder if you choose to do so. So if you look at the folders, these documents are dropped in different folders, right? So if I just, let's say, choose one folder and hit refresh, the results will be filtered by that folder I just chose. Okay, the same with this thing category here. So let's say I add something here to this file, and I'm going to hit submit. And if I wanted to filter it by category too, I will just select it here and hit refresh again. And this is how the results are filtered, which makes it very easy for you to filter the files and access them quickly. Okay, so I'm going to just refresh this record so I can see all the files. Go back into SkyDoc. Okay, so the next one we're going to talk about is versioning. Right? So as you can see in here, this particular file is set as version 1. Now, if I were to drop the same file in the same folder, meaning a file with the same name in the same folder, it would create a second version of this file. So I had created v2 of the same file. So the previous file doesn't get deleted or overwritten. It's just that a new version gets created, and you can always access the previous version by clicking on view in here and version number 1. You will see the previous document. The next one is split screen. So this is usually helpful when you want to compare the data on the record in here and to the file that is attached to the SkyDoc. Let me just go to maybe an expense report. Let's say this is your expense report record, and then you have a file attached to it. And if you want to quickly compare the information that is on this record versus what actually is present on the attachment, you just have to click on that file and you can view them side by side. So this makes it really easy for you to compare the, let's say, expense proof to the actual record that's created in NetSuite. So let me just go back to my original record in here. The next one is delete. So what you can do is, if you have permissions to delete a file, you can always select it and hit delete, and that file gets deleted from SkyDoc. Okay. So another functionality you have here is the ability to add notes. Let's say you want to add notes on this particular record. All you have to do is click on add notes and choose a folder. And let's say, note 2. It's something like this. Okay. That's it. You can just add notes to this particular record. you would see the notes as well. And the same features apply, versioning on the note, and you can always see who has created that note and when. And the other feature is move or copy. This will be helpful in case you want to move or copy a particular file from this SkyDoc folder belonging to this record to a different record. So let's say I want to not move, but just copy this particular file to a different employee record. I would just have to click on move and copy and choose the record type. I'm going to say employee and hit search. And maybe I would just say copy. Copy action copies the file, and move actually moves it from the source to the destination record. So I'm going to just choose a target record and say save. And the file gets copied over. So you can look at the file against that employee record. Inside Amanda. Okay, against the SkyDoc tab. You can see that this file has been copied over. So the next one is attach files. So if you want to attach a file from SkyDoc folders to this record, all you have to do is click on attach files and attach that particular file to this record. So let me show you what file I'm going to choose. For that, I'm going to navigate to SkyDoc folders. And if you look in here, there is this particular file that is not attached to any record. And now I want to attach this file to the employee record that I'm on, okay? So I would say attach files. And then choose the source folder. I know it is in the webinar demo folder. And then hit search. This is the file that hasn't been attached to any record. So, and I can always preview it. I would select that. And if I want to change the destination folder, I can do that as well. So I'm going to say this and click on attach files. That's it. So this file gets attached to this record. I'm going to hit refresh. So you can see that this file got attached to this record, and the same will be reflected in this view as well. It went into a different folder. So you would see under this folder. This was the file, and now you can see that it is attached to the employee record. And the next one is new folder. Just like we saw how we could create new folders from documents, SkyDoc and SkyDoc folder list. Navigation, you could do it from here as well. So just click on new folder. It presents the same screen that we have seen before. So you could just create new folders as needed and provide access, make it public if you want to. And it's the same process as we have talked about before. And the other option here is approve and reject of files. So let's say this particular employee has submitted an expense report and have sent it for approval. So I can always come in here and either approve or reject that that expense report. So the reason why I can see the approve and reject buttons is because I'm marked as a supervisor for this particular employee. So let's say this employee has submitted this particular document for approval. As you can see under status here saying pending approval, pending approval. So all I have to do is click on that and then just approve this record. So that way this particular file submitted by this employee gets approved. Another way to do it is I could go to my own employee record in NetSuite. So this is my employee record. right? Under the communication tab, I can see that whenever the employees who I am a supervisor of send any documents for approval, I would get an email, and I'll just have to follow the prompts on that email. Let's say this particular request has come in for the approval of document Tvarna2.jpg. I'm just going to view it. So this says, please check and approve the following document. I'll just navigate to that record. Right, and I would click on view so I can actually view the file that has been sent for approval. And if I approve of this file, I will just go hit approve. So this is how document management approvals can be routed. Okay, so then hold on, Tina, there's someone again.
What is?
Okay, so yeah, that completes the approval, document approval. Okay. Now let me go back to my primary record. Then the next one is transaction files. So to demo this better, I would go to a customer record. Let's say this is a particular customer. And you would go to the SkyDoc tab of this customer. See, if you look in here, there are no files for this record, but if I click on transaction files, it would show the files related to that record. So these are the files that are attached to SkyDoc to the related records of this customer, meaning it follows the NetSuite relationships. So if this customer has, let's say, a sales order and this particular attachment is on the sales order record, it would show up on the primary record. So that way you can always look at the SkyDoc attachments that are against the related records of the record that you're currently on. Okay. And the next feature is checkout. So let's say you have multiple people working on a document and you do not want you do not want them to step over each other and make changes to the same document at the same time. All you have to do is just check out that particular file. Let's say this one, and I would just have to choose that file and hit checkout. And the file gets downloaded for me. There it is. And then I just have to close this prompt. And if you refresh it, it's going to say that this particular file has been checked out by me. And it also displays a warning icon in here that says file has been checked out. So if somebody else tries to check out the same file, it wouldn't allow them to do so. So let's say we have this document in here that has been checked out by Mahesh. And if I try to check out the same document, it's not going to allow me to do so. Okay. So if I have to release the checkout, I have to check back in the same document with the same file name. So this checkout warning disappears. So let's say if I drop the same file, I have to drop it to the same folder. Yeah, so the checkout warning disappears from here. And the next feature is QR scanner. So this, as we talked about, generates a QR code, allowing any external user that you share the QR code with to upload documents against this record. So it just shows the QR code. You just have to scan it, and it provides you a a place where you can upload your documents on the screen. So you just have to choose your document, and then that gets attached to this record in here. And the next one is external email upload. This is again for external collaboration. So I would hit external email upload. And if I have to send a link to someone, let's say your vendors or customers, to upload any document, then I just have to put in their address. Let's say number of files that they can upload is just one. Time limit is the limit on the number of days that link will be active. And then the folder that particular file has to go to. Let's say I'm going to say documents and then send email. So an email will be sent to that recipient with a link where they could upload the document. So let me just show you the email that I got. So as you can see, this says you have been given a link to upload a file, and you can put in all the details of what exactly is the file you're looking for. And then you would just navigate to that link. And submit a file. Let's say something like this and hit submit. Okay, so the file got uploaded. This is how you can get files from users external to NetSuite. So I'm going to hit refresh and show you that the file has landed against this record. So this is vwork, and that is come in today, shared via external email upload. And the next one is the gallery view. This will be helpful in case you have a lot of, let's say, images attached to a particular SkyDoc record. It just makes it easy for you to look for them instead of having to hover over each of them and trying to find out what exactly is the image you're looking for. So it just shows the thumbnail images, and you can pick the file that you want to work with. So the other feature we talked about was being able to send SkyDoc files as attachments to email messages. So let me just, let's say, go to, again, this particular customer record. And as we've seen before, there is no SkyDoc file against this customer record to use per se. But if you look at the related transactions, and there's a sales order in here. Look at the sales order and SkyDoc tab under that. There are attachments. So let's say I want to send an email to this particular customer and use this sales order PDF as an attachment. So all I have to do in here is go to the customer record and compose an email. And under the SkyDoc files, I'll be able to see all the files that are related to this particular customer, even though they are on a different NetSuite record. So I just have to choose that SkyDoc file and choose a template. Let's say something like this, and then compose a message and just hit merge and send. And this feature sends the email along with the attachment from SkyDoc. That way you don't have to move the file into NetSuite file cabinet and then use that as an attachment. So this is how it seamlessly integrates with NetSuite. So all the files that are there, you can access them through any NetSuite record. I think this completes our demo.
Okay, Thanks, Shravanti. Let's go back to our slides. Okay, Shravanti, can we build custom processes around SkyDoc just like we can within NetSuite?
Yes, SkyDoc offers customization options to accommodate specific business needs and processes. We've built many such customizations for our customers.
Can you provide an overview of the SkyDoc implementation process?
Sure. So, as you can see on the screen here, we start with kickoff and discovery call, where we try to analyze your existing document management requirements and see if the baseline version of SkyDoc will be enough to suit your requirements. If not, we talk about any customizations that may be needed. And once the customization, if needed, is also in place, we get into implementation phase where we install SkyDoc onto one of your sandbox environments, and then we work with you on a UAT. Once it's all signed off, we move SkyDoc into your production environment. And while we implement SkyDoc on your production system, we will initiate a file migration process to transfer files from either NetSuite or any other solution like Box to SkyDoc. We also have a train the trainer session where our team will provide training sessions, and we will record these sessions for future reference. The recorded training sessions will be uploaded to your SkyDoc account, ensuring easy access and availability. Additionally, we have curated training videos conveniently divided into shorter segments of 2 to 3 minutes each on our YouTube channel. These bite-sized videos provide users with an alternative way to learn and gain knowledge from our training materials. And post-implementation support includes basic SkyDoc support in case you encounter any issues.
All right. Thanks so much, Shravanti. Audience, if you have any questions, please, now is the time to post them. We're going to hang around for a couple of minutes just to field any questions. And I'd like to thank you for taking time out of your day to join us. If you have any questions for Shravanti, you can reach out using the info on the screen in front of you. And I hope to see you in a future session again. Thanks.